In the summer of 1930, 13 nations gathered in a small South American country with a grand ambition to crown for the first time a champion of the footballing world. The host was Uruguay. There was no qualification, no global broadcast. Teams were simply invited, and most of Europe declined, unwilling to make the long ocean voyage. Just 4 European sides made the journey, sailing for weeks across the Atlantic. The man behind it all was Jules Rimet, a French visionary who believed football could unite nations still healing from the First World War. The trophy would later bear his name. On the 13th of July, France's Lucien Laurent struck the first goal in World Cup history. Few noticed at the time. Today, it is immortal. The final pitted Uruguay against their fierce rivals, Argentina. The two sides could not even agree on a ball, so they used Argentina's in the first half and Uruguay's in the second. Argentina led at the break. Uruguay, with their own ball, stormed back to win 4-2. The next day, Uruguay declared a national holiday. From 13 invited teams to billions of viewers, what began as one man's dream on a small stretch of South American grass became the greatest show on earth. Other cool facts about the World Cup. The Estadio Centenario, built specifically for the 1930 final, wasn't finished in time for the opening matches. Heavy rain delayed construction, so early games were played at smaller club grounds. Jules Rimet personally carried the trophy to Uruguay aboard the ship Conte Verde, the same vessel that transported the French, Romanian, and Belgian squads. Romania's squad was reportedly handpicked by King Carol II, who also persuaded employers to give the players time off work. The two-ball final detail is verified by FIFA, and the halftime score with Argentina's ball, 2-1 Argentina, versus the full-time result with Uruguay's 4-2 Uruguay, makes it one of football's great what-ifs. Uruguay hosted partly because 1930 marked the centenary of its first constitution, and partly because the government offered to cover all teams' travel and accommodation costs. Angry that so few European teams showed up in 1930, Uruguay boycotted the next World Cup in Italy in 1934, the only reigning champion to ever refuse to defend the title. The first World Cup had no official mascot, no sponsors, and referees wore suit jackets and ties.